Hey guys, it's Adele Sari. Wake up, Canada! I'm here to answer all your guys' questions, so let's do this.
All right, Natalia Crawford. Dylan, woo, love you guys. So my question is, after all the alliances made in the house, you were obviously true to all of them. Who in the house or out of the house would you say would have never betrayed you or backstabbed you?
Hi, Natalia. I'd like to say it was my blood sister, my partner in crime, Aika. She always had my back, and I'll have her back inside the house, outside the house, and forever in my life.
Yes, can you say wake up, Newfoundland?
Wake up, Newfoundland!
All right, Tara Cullen says, if you had to have a showmance, which girl would you have chosen?
Hi, Tara. I'm going to have to tell you the truth. I found the girl of my dreams. She goes by AC, and that's all I see. I don't see nothing else but AC.
All right, the next question is from Katie. I've been Team Adele since day one. I love the way you were. You inspired me. My question is, when you were HOH, why didn't you put up John and Netta?
Hey, Katie, how you doing? I never put up John and Netta because we were the sloppy seconds. There was 4 of us, and we really wanted to sweep through the whole house. Most of us were the underdogs from the start of the season till the end of the season, and if it wasn't for that little gremlin, we would have swept everyone. But it's okay. It's a game, and the money was in the grasps, so I had to stick with the sloppy seconds because I was pretty sure they were going to take me to the end. Was I ever wrong?
Megan Rose says, wake up, Canada. Hey, Deli, super big fan. Was upset when I saw that you were voted out. Was rooting for you and was hoping you were able to pull through to final 2. What do you think happened that made the other house guests vote you out, and who do you want to make it to final 2?
Hey, love, how you doing? What happened was John was a little bit tipsy. We were chilling out, and he decided that we should make a move on Heather. Me, I agreed with him. I thought it was time to break up the sloppy seconds as well. And when we went over to tell Netta, Netta agreed. It sounded like everything was on par. We were going to do it, but then Heather won the power of veto. She took herself off, and that was the next biggest target to take out of the sloppy seconds. So I had to leave. So that's how it played out.
Crystal says, would you have played the game any differently, or are you happy with the way it went?
Crystal, Crystal, Crystal. I wouldn't have changed a second in that house. I had the time of my life. I represented who I stand for, my city, my country, and my community. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I can't wait to meet every single person out there.
Ida says, congrats on the final 5. What advice do you have for others facing seemingly impossible odds in life?
Hey, Ida, how you doing? I'd like to say just keep your head up high, always smile, try to make yourself happy, laugh and joke about any situation you're in, and stick to your, how can I say it, your true family, your closest friends. They're always going to try to help and guide you to the straight path. Your companions that you keep around you are pretty much who you are. So I hope that helps you.
Kimberly says, Adele, what have you learned about yourself through your journey in the Big Brother house?
I learned patience is a virtue. You got to be able to deal with people, and you got to be really passive aggressive. You just got to relax, kick back, have a good time. When people are having their moments, don't throw in your 2 cents to aggravate them, but throw in your 2 cents to help them. And yeah, I think that's all I could get. That's all I got.
Megan says, who do you think will regret not saving you the most?
Megan, I am going to assume Big John. Me and Big John, we're going to be final 2. He knows the girls have this pretty much on lock, and good job, girls. You did a hell of a good job. So John had the power to keep me off the block, and he never did it. So if he doesn't win the veto this week, he's going to be hanging out with me in the jury house. Wake up, Big John. Wake up.
Davinsky says, Adele, if you were still in the Big Brother Canada house, who would you take to final 2 and why?
Davinsky, I would take my bro, Big Jan. He's my partner in crime at the end of the season. We had a lot of laughs. We played a lot of pranks. And at the end of the day, I'd have to take Big John. Just because loyalty was a little bit more to the game than I expected, and I just rolled with loyalty, and it got me this far. So it would have been most definitely Big John.
Jay Leclerc asks, would you consider playing Big Brother Canada again and with your sister? Because the 2 of you would make an awesome duo.
Jay Leclerc, thank you so much. I would love to come back to Big Brother. I would love to take on Big Brother North America or something like that, take on USA. I'd love to have my sister with me. She's my guardian, she's my companion, she's my best friend in the world, and she made me the person I am today. She made me respect people, respect life, and respect everything that's going on in this world. So thank you very much for that question, and I love you, Yapa.
Alexa asks, is there anything that you would change in your gameplay, and what would it be and why?
Alexa, I cannot think of a single thing I would change in this game. I literally had the time of my life. I walked into that house, Adele, and I left that house, Adele. I didn't have to play no role, no different person. That's who I am. What you seen is what you got. So I hope you guys are going to open arms when I come out to the public. I'm looking for a lot of hugs, a lot of laughs, and a lot of good times.
All right, Kyle Shore says, what up, Adele, you goof? Just wanted to say the East Coast was rooting for you the whole way through, and you may not have won the money, but you have won over Canada's hearts, and I cannot wait to stand beside you, the one guy I always counted on at finale. Your family is proud of you, your friends are proud of this, and it would just be, your friends are proud, and this is just the beginning for the outsiders. P.S. Tell him that I'm just average looking. Give me a break, bud. I'm actually quite handsome.
Kyle, bro, you know what, man? If you're watching this, we're going to ride or die for the rest of our lives together, man. You're a gentleman, you're a scholar, and you're only a 5.5 on the Richter scale. So grow up, bud. Grow up. Thank you for all the support, bro. I love the East Coast. I love the West Coast. I am Canada's kid, baby. And you know what? You're my right-hand man, so if I'm Canada's kid, you're Canada's kid.
Jessica Keefe says, is the reason why you and Sabrina were always at each other's throats because you actually like her and went through the whole junior high approach?
Me and Sabrina were tit for tat. We got annoyed of each other. She's a wonderful girl. Her heart is as good as gold, but her mouth is too big for TV. So with that going on, we have to beef. If there's beef, let's eat.
David says, Adele, who do you think has the best game between the Final Four?
The best game, hands down, will be Neda. She has all her bases covered. She should win this game. If John wins his way through the rest of the season, John is the best player in Big Brother Canada. If he doesn't win veto this week, he'll be hanging out with me in the jury house. We'll be waking up the East Coast. We'll be waking up the West Coast. We'll be waking up all of Canada because we'll be bored as could be in the jury house.
Vicky Baker says, great game, Adele. What was the hardest part for you about living in the Big Brother house?
The hardest part for me, I'm going to tell you three things. First of all, was 2 weeks in a row slop. That was one of the hardest things. 36 hours staying awake. Second hardest thing. The number one hardest thing is when Paul had a little bit of a meltdown and everyone kind of did this and left him alone. I went bumped head to head. I told him, you know what, bro? You're going to go down. I'm going down with you. And it was 3 weeks of being shunned in the Big Brother house. But I knew I had 36 million Canadians that are having my back, so I didn't really care.
Mark says, you were my favorite house guest by far. My question is, who was your favorite house guest and why? Walla bro.
Walla bro, Mark, all the house guests were my favorites. They were all really cool, good people, down to earth. My favorite would be, it's a toss-up between Kyle and Ika. Ika was my blood sister and Kyle was my partner in crime. We took on the whole house. We didn't give a beep about nothing. We were just ready to go. So it's a toss-up. They're both equal.
Allison says, Adele, what is the first thing you wanted to do once you got out of the house?
Allison, the first thing I wanted to do was call my Princess AC. But I'm not allowed my phone yet. So where did I go? To Ron Ronnie's, good old McDonald's. Big Mac meal, no cheese, upsize the fries, Coke to drink, two mayo, 1 barbecue sauce. Woo!
Brenda says, would you consider being a mentor for kids who are taking the wrong path in life? You are a perfect example of how people can turn their life around, all for the better. Love you, Adele.
Love you too. What an amazing question. Big Brother was the best experience of my life. But being a mentor for kids would be an absolute dream. Me, I love kids. I love people, older, younger. Being a mentor in any way would be a dream come true.
Leanne says, how do you feel about facing Rochelle in the jury house?
Oh, Rochelle is harmless. It's gonna be a walk in the park. She's an angel. She's cool. She's no hard feelings. She knows that as much as I know it. It was a game. She got caught up in the game, and my strategy was kind of to annoy the jury house and kind of piss them off, so I could make guarantee final 2. So I'll explain myself when I see her. She's a little princess. She'll be fine.
Deli, I adore you. Since you were always smiling, what was the lowest point in the house, and how did you push through it?
The lowest part in the house would probably be just being shunned by my fellow house guests. They were all there to play a game, but I didn't think the house would be so catty. But it is what it is. I still had the time of my life. It was my lowest point, but it just made me stronger. And I appreciate that, Canada, for being most buzzworthy, because you guys gave me a kick in the ass, and I was right back on my horse.
Kiana says, you were so much fun to watch in the house. Is there anyone different that you wish you would have aligned with earlier on in the game? And who do you hope wins?
I wish we would have built the sloppy seconds a little bit sooner, because we were really true to each other. The 4 of us, the girls were brains. They were so smart and intelligent, so witty. They had the game on lock. Big John, he's a brute. He's a giant. That guy was a dominator in competitions. And me? I had the gift for gab, you know what I mean? Kick around, make people laugh, keep everyone's charisma up. So we were an A team, we did our best, and you know what? I think one of the sloppy seconds will bring home the gold.
Sherry D'Souza, hi Del, how long did you sleep for after staying up for 36 hours? Wake up Canada, hashtag Walla bro.
Walla bro, Sherry. I stayed up for the 36 hours. It was crazy. It was out of this world. I can't even explain how hard it was. And we're on a tight schedule in the Big Brother house, so I think I got maybe 6 hours of sleep, and then I was right back at that house.
Next question is from Daniel. Who do you think you will be best friends with out of this house?
Daniel, I will be best friends with Ika, Kyle, Big John, and then, of course, Heather, Neda. I think, bro, I love them all, man. Every single house guest, from Andrew to Sabrina to you name it, everyone was amazing. Big Paul, shout out to Big Paul and his kids.
Miriam asks, did you ever think of teaming up with Sabrina? That would be the least expected alliance of all.
Miriam, me and Sabrina had a hate-hate relationship. We really loved each other, but in the game, we had to play our roles, and we had so much fun with it. It was like my little sister. It was too fun. I couldn't align myself with her because we used to just all day at each other. So it was a good time.
Willow-esque asks, why did you cook for everyone, and why did you never get Neda to help with any of the cooking or cleaning?
Neda, she's a fashion designer, fashion stylist. She don't know nothing about cooking, my man. Me, I like to cook. My family, like I said, my sister's my biggest role model. My mom's my biggest role model. They taught me how to cook, clean, wash dishes, do everything. So I'd say it was just how my parents and my sister taught me.
Ash asks, why didn't you team up with Heather and let her know about the blind side?
Ash, the thing with Heather is I didn't want to make a final 2 until we were the final 4. I was always constantly worried about final 3, final 4, and when I got to the final 4, then I was going to go for the final 2 with Heather. I really love John and everything, but I think they would have took out John a lot quicker than before me, but it was my time to go, so I had to go.
Travis asks, what do you think Rochelle and Allison's reactions are going to be when you enter the jury house?
When I enter the jury house and Rochelle and Allison see me, they will give me a standing ovation. They will be happy. I had to play the bad guy, and now I could come explain myself. And I wasn't really being a bad guy. I was just kind of annoying them.
Hey, Deli, what's up? This is from Cole. Out of all the people left in the house, who do you want to win, and who do you think has the most chances of winning?
Cole, best chances, if John wins his way to the end, he's taking it. Besides that, Neda has it in the bank. She's winning the title. She's taking down the money, and God bless her heart. She deserves it, her family deserves it, and all her fans deserve it.
Jinx asks, hey Adele, was this your first time auditioning or did you audition last season too?
This was my first time auditioning, and I recommend to everyone out there, audition, audition, audition. Go in person, send your videos. It's an experience of a lifetime, and you will never forget it. It's amazing.
This is from LLEB1505. What was your biggest move in the house, and what was the biggest downfall leading up to your eviction? Hashtag Wallabro, hashtag representing Lebanon.
Hashtag I love you guys. My biggest move in the game was using my power, my buzzworthy power. I called it the ultimate backdoor, Canada's veto. The biggest weapon in the whole house no one has ever heard of. So I got 3 weeks out of it. I tricked the whole house. Any two best friends, any couples, I always threatened them. If you put me up on the block, I'm going to put your best friend and I'm going to backdoor them. So everyone was petrified of my power that didn't even exist. My worst move in the game was when John was a little tipsy. We went and told Netta that let's take out Heather. And if Heather would have won POV, it was my demise, and that's what happened. But it's okay.
Leanne Dupuy asks, what was your best day in the house?
My best day in the house, Leanne, I would say, Wallah girl, it was probably just walking into that house, the crowd going crazy. It was amazing. I really enjoyed me and John playing a prank on Arlie. He was getting his head massaged by Allison. I whispered to John the plot. I pulled down his shorts and John slapped his butt cheeks. It was hysteric. We laughed about it for days on end. So thank you guys.
Ali asks, did Adele forget to wake up? LOL.
Hey Ali, it's an early morning here. I wasn't expected to do all these interviews and media and stuff like that, but I'm trying my best to keep my eyes open, and thanks for the tip. Next time I'll wake up a little sooner. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate all my friends, everyone tuning in for my live thingy-mabobber going on right now. I love you, Canada. So wake up, Canada. I'm out of here. I'll see you in a few weeks, E-Town. I'm coming home.